Hey, what's going on, guys? Wheel of Gold here, and today we are finally back on this channel to make a Red Dead Redemption 2 town tier list. So it has been way too long since I've posted on this channel, and it's been even longer. It's been almost a year since I've even shown my face on this channel, but today we are back with a face cam to make this Red Dead Redemption 2 town tier list. So Red Dead Redemption 2 is my favorite game of all time. I think it's the greatest video game of all time. But we got all the tiers here. We got S, A, B, C, D, and F. Obviously, F is the lowest. S is the highest. So we got all of the towns here, starting off with Tumbleweed. So Tumbleweed is one of the two towns in New Austin, which is the desert area of the map, if you guys don't know. I don't find myself going to Tumbleweed too often, but when I do, it's pretty decent. It's got a sheriff's office with, I don't remember what the sheriff's name is, but he kills you in one shot. He's one of the only NPCs to do that. I mean, it's alright, so I'm gonna put it in C, just because I don't really go there that often. Next we got Armadillo, which is the second town in New Austin. It's another desert town, obviously, and I honestly find myself going there more than Tumbleweed. There's less to do. It's like the abandoned town. You know, everyone's either sick or dead there. So there's not many people there left. It's all run down. There's fires everywhere. There's only I think the only two like actual buildings I can go into or that have like an actual use are the saloon and the general store. So I'm gonna put it in C as well. As a town, I would definitely rather live in Tumbleweed, obviously, but I find myself going to Armadillo a lot more than Tumbleweed, so that's why they're both in C. Next we got Blackwater, which is a huge step up from these two. Blackwater's got like almost everything, every kind of building in the game. It's got a general store, it's got a gunsmith, it's got a saloon, a good saloon too. It's got, you can get your portrait done there, it's got a doctor, I think, it's got a theater. So we're gonna whack it all the way up in A. It's one of the best towns in the game. And speaking of some of the best towns in the game, we got Strawberry, which I will also put up in A. It doesn't have as much to do as Blackwater. It's got a general store. I don't even think it has a saloon. No, it doesn't. But I think it has a hotel as well. But it's definitely the best looking, the nicest looking town. If I had to pick one Red Dead town to live in, it would definitely be Strawberry by a mile. It just looks super nice. But next we got Valentine, which is, I guess, the main town. It's probably the most well-known town in the game. It's got everything pretty much. It's got a hotel, gunsmith, two saloons, doctor's office, sheriff's office. I mean, it's got everything. It has a hotel as well, so it's going up in S. I think it's the best town in Red Dead. It's definitely the town that I go to the most. But next we got Annesburg. Now, I don't like Annesburg very much at all. I mean, it doesn't really have much. It's got a gunsmith and a post office. I think that's literally it. So I'm gonna put it in D. It's also the mining town. You can go into the mine, which is kind of fun. Try to like fight your way into the mine, but that's really the only thing I do there. But next we got Van Horn Trading Post. Now Van Horn is interesting. So it doesn't have any law enforcement, but if you anger any of the NPCs, they will all attack you, like every NPC in the town. So it's got a saloon, a hotel, and a post office. Also, all of these other towns before that I mentioned, other than Armadillo and maybe Tumbleweed, they all have post offices as well. I just forgot to mention that. But Van Horn, I think, when I go there, I enjoy myself. So I think I'm gonna put it in C with Tumbleweed and Armadillo. But next got LeGras, which I'm not even going to explain why. I'm just putting it straight in F. I mean, it literally has nothing. It just has the bait shop, and there's alligators everywhere. The only thing it has there is a bait shop. I've only gone there. The only time I've intentionally gone to LeGras was literally just to get the lures for the legendary fish. That's the only time I've ever intentionally gone to LeGras. I didn't even know it would count for this. But yeah, it's definitely going F. Next, I've got the biggest town, and probably the fanciest town. We got Saint Denis. There's a really rich part and a really poor part. But Saint Denis got two saloons, doctor's office. I think it has everything except for a hotel. Surprisingly, it doesn't have a hotel. But I'm gonna put it, I think, in B. It's got everything, but whenever you're riding your horse through Saint Denis, you always almost hit someone, or you hit someone, and then your honor goes down. So I'm gonna put it in B. It's got everything, but it's not that enjoyable to go to. But last but certainly not least, we got roads. So roads, for me, might be a little bit of a hot take, but I think it's kind of forgettable. I know a lot of people like it, but for me, I don't find myself going there too much. The saloon is nice though. You got the Lemoyne Raiders that you can encounter in the saloon, which can make for a fun bar fight. But it's got all of, like, the basic stuff for a town. I think I'm gonna put it in B with Saint Denis. So there we go. That is my tier list for the Red Dead Redemption 2 towns. But quickly before I end the video, I'm gonna check out the community rank so I can see other people's tier lists. So there's only one of them here. We'll take a look before I end off the video. So they name the tiers differently than me. Near perfect is the best and terrible is the worst. So they put Le Gras in terrible, obviously. It's easily the worst one. He had Tumbleweed in bad, which I guess I can understand. They had Armadillo in meh, which, yeah, I guess that's fair. They had Strawberry low, though. They had Strawberry in good. I definitely would have put it in great. Van Horn is also really high in great. I definitely wouldn't say it's great, but it's okay. And in near perfect, they have Valentine, which should be there. And Blackwater, which, yeah, it's definitely understandable that they have it in near perfect. But for me, I had it in great. But I don't have any problem with them putting it in near perfect. So that is my Red Dead Redemption 2 town tier list. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys agree with my tier list. And make sure to drop your top 3 towns in the comments down below. Mine are number 1, Valentine, number 2, Blackwater, number 3, Strawberry. But I'll love to hear your guys' top 3 in the comments down below. But yeah, that's the video. Make sure to subscribe to join the Golden Army. And yeah, that's the video, and I'll see you guys next time.